Hey guys, it's your man J.P.'s World of Wrestling. This is going to be a very, very sad video because the biggest wrestling legend in the world, the greatest professional wrestler of all time, Mr. Hulk Hogan, has passed away. I just got word online. Several reports are confirming that he died at the age of 71 in his home. It was cardiac arrest, but I gotta admit, I'm feeling very sad right now. You know, I grew up watching Hulk Hogan, and when I was a kid, he was the reason I got into wrestling. And regardless of what anybody says, wrestling would not be what it is without Hulk Hogan. And guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin and guys like that, they would not have had a career if it hadn't been for Hulk Hogan. So people can argue, oh, Stone Cold's the best, or Ric Flair's. No. It was Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was always the man. And honestly, I don't know. I mean, what can you say? It's completely devastating. He just opened up a beach shop in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I was kind of hoping eventually he would open one up in Branson, but who knows what's going to happen to all of his beach shops and all of his merchandise and stuff. I mean, hopefully his family will carry on the legacy and continue to sell his stuff and continue to allow his stores to remain open. But who knows what will happen. But the wrestling world lost a huge, huge giant. And like I said, I'm very, very sad right now. But right now I'm going to take this time to kind of show you all the Hulk Hogan figures that I have. And I'll just start right now. Um, I'll start with this Hulk Hogan WWF thumb wrestler from the 80s. It's funny, when I got this in the store, it was a antique store. I got this and Nikolai Volkov, and it was labeled as wrestler finger puppets. No, these are not finger puppets. These are thumb wrestler. The idea is you put it on your thumb like that, and you wrestle. But anyway, that's the WWF Hulk Hogan thumb wrestler. And then later on, when Hulk Hogan turned heel and became Hollywood Hogan with the NWO, this is Hollywood Hogan. This is a miniature metal figure. There was a line of little metal figures from J.P.s. I think it came with a wrestling ring, but that's a Hollywood Hogan little miniature metal figure. And then here is my Hulk Hogan Mattel figure. I had another one, but I sold that one. I wish I hadn't, but yeah, I sold that one. And then this is a Hulk Hogan Hasbro Series 2. Well, not Series 2, but Hulk Hogan Series 2. But yeah, that's that one. That's the figure that I've been using for my action figure matches. And of course, the one I've currently got wearing the belt. This is the original V1 version 1 Hulk Hogan Hasbro figure. That's the one that I had when I was a kid. And then I got a couple of Hulk Hogan Funko Pop figures. This is that one. That's the first one I got. That one's pretty cool, but it's not as special to me as this one. This one I got for my birthday last year, and this was a gift from a very good friend of mine named Dave. Dave, thank you if you're watching. Thank you for this. I'm gonna treasure this for a long time. And but yeah, this one is my favorite one because it's got like the 1986 WWF championship belt there. Actually, that's the 1985 championship belt. But Hulk Hogan Funko Pop. And then probably the greatest wrestling figure of all time, the Hulk Hogan Hasbro figure. Or not Hasbro, this is LJN. The Hulk Hogan LJN figure, in my opinion, the single greatest wrestling figure of all time. And it's the immortal Hulk Hogan. I started with, watching the Hulk Hogan cartoon in the 80s. And then shortly after that, I saw my first Hulk Hogan wrestling match, which it was actually a 6-man tag. Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper and Billy Jack Haynes versus, I believe, I don't know, three heels. But from there, it just grew from that. I became a WWF fan in the mid-80s. And then throughout the 90s, Hulk Hogan went to WCW and, basically legitimized their product. And then he turned heel, started the NWO, became probably the greatest heel of all time. And then WCW, of course, got bought out. Hulk Hogan sat home for a couple years and came back to the WWE in 2002. They were going to bring back the NWO, but that didn't work out. But Hulk had one last run at WWE as the champion. And then, he retired, got into the Hall of Fame in 2005. That was taken out of the Hall of Fame because of some off-color remarks he made on a private, tape that was made. And he made some racist remarks. And from that point on, a lot of the, Democrat, liberal types labeled him as a racist. And from that point on, they hated him. And to this day, they probably still hate him. And those people, sadly, are probably rejoicing at his death. But maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, I met Hulk Hogan one time, briefly, when I worked security at a wrestling event backstage. It was very, very brief. I just shook his hand and that's it. But I look forward to the day when I could buy a ticket to one of his autograph signings. And I'd hoped that I could get some of this stuff autographed, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. And now stuff signed by him is probably going to skyrocket in price. It's probably going to be like some astronomical price that I'll never be able to afford, but that's fine. But anyway, Hulk Hogan, thank you for the memories. And I'm glad that you gave your life to the Lord, was baptized and everything, and I'll see you again someday. And I will see you all next time.